Huh? How about that? I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest with you. I was really disappointed. I was hoping it was raining harder. And there was no way in the world we were going to stay indoors. So I was really hoping for an absolute torrential downpour to see how our guys responded. So, love the energy. Started in flex. Started when they first got out here. I mean, their attitude today, coming down from meetings, was incredible. They were ready. I thought we were a little sloppy on Monday, coming out of spring break, but our attention to detail wasn't nearly what was up to our standard. Addressed that with them and challenged them for today, and it started right off. And these guys are getting better. We're a long way away, but man, the progress that we've made over 9 practices has really been incredible. These guys are competing against each other. Little tempers flare at times, and I love it. Because at the end of the day, when we come back together, we're Razorbacks. When we're on that field, it's iron sharpening iron, and that's what it's got to be. This was designed, and I shared with you at the start that this was going to be an extremely physical spring, and it has been. And I've been very proud of these guys and where we are, and we moved some guys around, did some depth chart, kind of just letting some guys play some, moving some guys inside. We moved Sosa inside a little bit, and letting him, and he's definitely a difference maker. Just definitely seems that he fits. Inside gives us a lot of depth, and so I'm very pleased defensively with where we are. Obviously, we've got to continue to develop depth over the next 3 or 4 practices. We'll be back on the field tomorrow. It'll be more of a teach practice. The tempo won't be nearly as intense as what it's been over the last few practices. We'll do a lot of half-line things tomorrow with them. But definitely excited about today. I can't wait to get in there and watch the film. And a lot of corrections have got to be made, but we also got guys making plays out there. Offensively, I thought this was Cole Kelly's. He's put together about 3 really good practices. The last 3, the practice right before spring, and Monday was an okay day for him. But I thought today he really picked up where we wanted to see him. Ty Story's had a really good camp, a really good spring up to this point, and doing a good job. So we got a pretty good battle going on right there with those 2 guys. Been pleased with that. But offensive line, our design today, especially with the conditions, we want to run the football. And so you saw we were a heavy run scrimmage today, which was by design, but it was also by the circumstance too. We want to see these guys throwing and catching in the rain, and obviously some of them we couldn't quite didn't quite have it like we wanted it, and dropped a few balls that were right in our hands. But those things you got to work through. That's part of it. That's football. But proud of our players. I'm proud of this football team where we are right now. We got to continue to strain them and train them right now. And they're responding, and that's all we can ask. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Are we doing microphone? Is the move with McTelvin, is that experimental or just trying to work him at a bunch of different spots?
With Sosa? Yeah, he's, we started out, obviously, in the first of spring with him at an end, but with Gabe coming on, Gabe's done a really good job coming on, and just the depth that we've got to have inside, especially to play in this league and to have the depth that we need. Coach Chavis would tell you the same thing. We need really eight quality inside guys and 7 really talented, or 7 defensive ends to get through a season. It's kind of our target number, and he gives us that depth inside. Obviously, he's got the capability of moving back outside if we need to, but we've started this over the last few practices, and he's done a really good job. He's really stood out right there, but he can still be moved back outside. So yeah, a bit of both.
What did you think your number 1 defense today?
I thought that a lot of like everybody else, there's a lot of improvements got to be made there, but I love our aggressiveness. I think very sound at linebacker. You know, Drake Greenlaw is, Scuda, those two guys right there definitely set the edge. We played a little bit more nickel today than we've seen, and that was by design as well. You know, when you start looking at that, Randy Ramsey is continuing every day to set himself apart, and is really becoming just a force on that rush end right there. His acceleration, his speed, his length. I mean, he's got the total package. I mean, he's got great tools. Secondary wise, we're continuing to get better. I think Ryan Pulley is he's as good a corner as there are. He's playing exceptionally well. He's playing with great confidence. And obviously working our other corner. We're having a rotation in there. Chevin Callaway, and we've seen him working some there, and also some at nickel. Santos Ramirez at safety. Cameron Curl is at home at safety. I mean, he just looks the part. And I know that was a move that was made before the spring started, was to get him to corner, or to safety from corner. So we got to continue to develop depth. We're again a long way away.